Marketer, which one of these paragraphs is going to produce the highest conversion rate? This was abstracted from a page, and we shared this case study in Fast Class 16. You may want to watch it again. But here is the key. The new page, the new approach outperformed the treatment by 103%. And that brings us to something very important. If your prospect doesn't understand, then they cannot believe. The why does not matter before the what. So how can we give our customers a foundational understanding before we build the argument of our value proposition? You're in a build class. We've been working through a series called The Marketer as Philosopher, Create and Optimize High-Converting Web Pages. But now we're building funnels. And we're taking the principles of that course and applying them in real time to pages as we build them out to get our funnel right. Last week, we added headlines and subheadlines, and now we're learning how to go beyond that. That headline is a focused articulation of your message lever, and we're going to pretest that. But now we're going to learn something else. We're going to learn 3 essential ways to communicate our offer so that people understand it, to structure a foundation that we can build upon with our value proposition. And here then is the first point. Number 1, complete the answer to this vital question. For my offering or model, there are 3 to 5 essential, now you see a blank. Here it is, parts or steps. Marketer, you need to be able to explain your model in less than 30 seconds. And to do that, you've got to get good at explaining it and breaking it down into its important parts. I recommend that you try that with one of your children or grandchildren. Don't use professional language, just talk. And as you do, think about using these elements: bullets, an infographic, a video, steps with icons, something of that nature. In fact, use the YouTube comments to try and explain your offering to us in less than 30 seconds, or let's say less than 3 sentences. Now, keep this in mind. Some of us have an offer that's easy to explain, easy to understand, but most of us do not. And we think we do. And so we go right past the what and get too busy, too fast with the why. That brings me to the second point. Translate this answer into a module for your landing page. Now, we have a tool where you can practice this, but it's kind of hard. It's easier to write it in your journal than to translate it into a design on a page. And so I want to help you. I want to share with you something I call the Synoptic-Layered Approach. You can see it right here. The idea is this. You explain the who and the what and the how in the top module of your page. This creates story click, and that story click will help win engagement, which is our second micro yes. Remember, we have to get yes, I will pay attention, and number 2, yes, I will engage. What we're trying to do is give them just enough that they would decide, I can't afford not to check this out some more. We have to get them deeper into what happens beneath the page. But instead of using gimmicks, give them something concrete. I recommend a headline with a subheadline, 1 to 3 lines of text, 3 to 5 bullets, a call to action that is not too aggressive, and an image that actually works, an image that explains or helps provide evidentials. Once you've done that, you have encapsulated who this is for, what it is or how it works, and why they should consider it. With that foundation, you can now build out the rest of your page, which brings me to the third point, and that is this. Link the expansion of your page to the explanation of your offering. Go back up at this synopsis and say, what needs more support? Evidentials to prove the claim? Is it a deeper understanding of how this works? All you need to do is go back to the 4 conclusions that power your value proposition. That is, here they are. 1, I understand this. 2, I believe this. 3, I want this now. And 4, I want this from you. Those 4 conclusions should be approximated with the impacts of the signal set we call your web page at the top in this module. And then we'll use the balance of the page to break it out and expand on anything up here that needs help. But don't do this. Stop guessing. Stop throwing tries at the page. Stop stacking modules and instead be very intentional about structuring a funnel that has maximum impact. It has maximum impact because it is the right offer at the right time for the right person. Thanks for your trust. Thanks for working with us. Let's create something special together.